All right. Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Trading Bitcoin with your host, Tone Vays. The year is almost over. I'm going to keep the holiday festive background for a little bit. We're going to go right into the charts. Had a crazy busy day. And of course, I fucked that up. And let's just go to the charts. A little bit of a frustrating day, but we'll get to that. Man, I'm trying to plan. So I am going to be in DC for the rally. I'm also planning to go down to Miami for New Year's because I want to party with humans and not for the television. And after that, I'm probably going to go back to Florida, the only sane state left in the continental U.S. that also has people to have fun. I mean, I know I can go to South Dakota and Wyoming, but what the hell am I going to do there in the winter? So Miami and Florida, mostly the rest of Florida, is the only sane state left in America during these COVID times. All right, monthly chart. Looking forward to the end of the month, which would be the end of the quarter, which would be the end of the year. And so far, it's looking like a beautiful candle. This would, of course, be higher once the market closes in a couple of hours. Now, this is still a monthly MRI top and is something that we are still paying attention to, but not as concerned as perhaps we should be. But that's my thinking. The weekly chart. The weekly chart was looking beautiful this morning when we broke $27,500. We have pulled back almost $1,000 since that early morning high. However, the weekly chart is still halfway up towards an MRI top. It is also a bullish candle. Another bullish candle, though not as bullish. This is a very low volume time period. So we're going to stay patient. And I don't see any major concerns yet. But on a daily chart, you will see a little bit of a concern. So people are saying you were right about GBTC jumping to 30. Good call. No. That wasn't a good call. That was an obvious call. A good call would have been to get out of GBTC last week on Monday. That would have been a good call. Me saying that GBTC is going to be above $32 on Monday, that was just like obvious. It was just obvious based on the price of Bitcoin. It was actually not that high at all. It was very disappointing. So let's look at the daily chart. The daily chart is giving us a bullish candle. We have a few hours to go. I really want to see this candle close above $27,000. Closing above $27,000 will maintain the bullish structure of this trend. I don't like the fact that the ultimate high of this move was made on the fourth candle of the MRI sequence. I want the high to come from the last couple of candles. And therefore, this will put me in a very tricky situation. For now, the daily chart remains bullish. Here is the concern. The concern is in the funding rate. This funding rate needs to immediately go back to zero with the price consolidating. Because if this premium and contango get any higher, it's gonna flip the market like it always does. We are now trending higher in this area right here than we were back in July and August. And if we go back to July and August, you can see what happened. Here is July, the big rise in July. We went a smidge higher in August. And then we had, how long was this correction? This correction was 50 days. That is 2 months, almost just under 2 months. And then until we broke to the new high, it took us a little over 2 months, okay? So this is why you don't want to see this. This is a major canary in the coal mine. Now, if you don't know what that reference is, canary in a coal mine, please Google it. And this is now a concern. I really wanted to get out of my GBTC position today, but I was not able to. I never ever trade in the first minute of trading. And the only way to get out of GBTC was in the first minute of trading because it did nothing but crash the entire day. Even with the price of Bitcoin rising, and I can explain why that is, and I wish I paid more attention to it weeks ago and I would have been actually ready. Now, this is literally, oh, I have no idea what the hell happened there. But you wouldn't have gotten that spike anyway. So here is GBTC this morning. This is a 5-minute candle. I may have to go down further to the 1-minute candle. It did nothing but just go down from the opening bell. Did nothing but go down from the opening bell. And that's not how I trade. I put in a limit order to sell my GBTC at $33.90. That order obviously did not get filled because I thought that maybe early morning buying would spike the GBTC premium, but it did not. It immediately started selling off. Now, if we go to the daily chart of the GBTC, which will show us the premium, there's your premium. You can see how the premium dropped even more today. Now, the reason why this happens is I actually did not know because I haven't researched GBTC in probably 4 or 5 years. Since, I mean, I researched it in the beginning, but not lately. And I thought that you can enter the 6-month lockup of the trust anytime you like. But I just learned a few days too late that you can't just enter it anytime you like. They have entries and exits. So obviously, if there is an entry, there's a 6-month lockup. When the 6-month lockup period ends, those people are able to sell GBTC. And that's why the premium would crash, because extra GBTC shares would enter the market as those in the trust may or may not choose to sell. So now this lockup is still ending, and people are still bringing extra GBTC into the market. So it's kind of like Mt. Gox selling extra Bitcoin, dropping the price of Bitcoin. And therefore, I now have no choice. I now have to hodl through this and pray that the price of Bitcoin doesn't drop, because now I would feel like an idiot. Now, the time to sell GBTC was at a 40% premium. Now, right now, this morning, I could have certainly sold it for a higher price. But look at the really crappy GBTC premium. So what that means is if the price of Bitcoin remains flat, if the price of Bitcoin does not change, if the price of Bitcoin stays at $27,000 for the next month or two, you will see GBTC premium probably rise. And I'm saying probably because when the price of Bitcoin does not fluctuate, it only creates, more selling pressure. GBTC premium spikes like crazy when there is FOMO. So I would love to see FOMO after all this buy-in stops. So sometime early next year, I would love to see FOMO. The problem is that the daily chart is telling me to actually consider getting out. So this is a huge dilemma for a trader, especially a risk-averse trader like myself, where I have metrics telling me that Bitcoin price is kind of short-term topping, but GBTC, which is my trading instrument, is totally screwing me on a proper exit. So I'm going to trust Bitcoin because I don't mind holding Bitcoin for the rest of time until I die. And therefore, I'm going to hold on to it until the GBTC premium spikes. I am not selling GBTC at a 20% premium, not in a bull market. I'm happy to sell a 20% premium at a bear market, but not in a bull market. And we are still in a bull market. This is why I buy GBTC, not sell. But I'm not buying GBTC right now either, because my metrics are telling me that we are potentially topping. Now, another metric is Willy Woo. And here's what Willy Woo tweeted early this morning. This rally to 28,000 was strongly supported by spot buying. It's not a zone where I would expect a blow off top. It's no more overheated than when we were consolidating in the 22 to 24K range. NVT premium can be read as an estimate of how overheated we are above long-term moving average. So Willy Woo is still very, very bullish. Now, I will point out the consolidation at 22 to 24,000 wasn't exactly peachy. Okay, because like if we look at the consolidation, actually, no, I'm sorry. He's talking about, I don't know about that. That's the weekly chart. Sorry, hold on, let's go to the daily chart. My bad, daily chart. let's see. That consolidation between 28, it wasn't all that peachy, because when we first hit, where is it? No, I'm sorry, over here. When we first hit 24,000, we did fall down to 21,500. That's a decent percentage move, and that's a decent percentage move. That's a what, 10%? That's a 10% move. But this time around, this 10% drop, which we almost had, but I think we can have another 10% drop. This 10% drop is now coming in with an additional 20% drop in the GBTC premium. So for the GBTC traders like myself, it basically kind of hurt. It did hurt a little bit. Okay. Yeah, I saw the Bitcoin price adjusted for M2, and it hasn't hit the all-time high yet. I hit a like on that tweet, but I don't know what that means. I don't think it's all that important or critical. Here's my new critical line. We need a 4-hour close, or a 1-hour close, actually, above this green line. It was all looking great this morning. At 9 a.m. this morning, I was very confident in Bitcoin. I felt that we can close above this green line. We can close. We had a new swing high versus yesterday, and I really felt that if we can close above it, we can challenge the all-time close high. But we got rejected. We turned back. And now we have a little bit of a problem. The problem comes in the fact that we have closed below the prior swing low. This is where Ugly Old Goat and I kind of differ, though he does use a 2-week chart, not an hourly chart. He would buy the 2-week low, and I like to sell a recent low, not exactly a 2-week low. I don't go by time, I go by price. However, the real catalyst is this. As long as Bitcoin stays above these closing hourly lows, we are okay. This is the big one. If Bitcoin closes below 26,200, I will feel like an absolute moron by not selling the rest of my GBTC and still holding 75% of my tradable position, because it really should have been sold. It should have been sold back here last week at that. I mean, it's not my biggest regret in my GBTC trading, but it's right up there with stupidity, because I knew 40% was a selling point, and we broke 40% right at the high here. This was the anomaly. And as you can see now, by end of day, we're already way below. Okay, as the underlying price is rising. Anyway, let's move on. Quick Bitcoin dominance looking great. Gold is still okay. It's pulling back a little bit today, but it's still clean and it's okay. S&P 500 looks beautiful. A new all-time high. Excellent. Extension C ending doesn't matter. It's in consolidation. I am very bullish. The S&P 500 and the weekly chart is, of course, rising. So that's it. We can take a look at Zoom. I was bearish Zoom all weekend. I wish I saw this and could have warned you guys last week, but that's how it always happens. That's life. One of my friends was on a Christmas Eve Zoom call with a couple of buddies of mine because we couldn't get together. And they're trading now. One of them asked me to look at Zoom, and I'm like, oh shit, this thing is going to puke out a lung because of the structure and the imminent break of the support line of the MRI. And that was a huge day, but he said he got out of it earlier, so that was good. He also did get into Costco, and I hope you're watching. I'm not going to say your name. He also did get into Costco, but not enough. And I told him, dude, this is a huge buy opportunity. If only I saw this, going into Christmas, it would have been beautiful. Look what Costco did. So this is perfect TA right here. This is the MRI. It's coming off a reversal candle with an MRI bottom after a decent correction. That is a decent correction. And don't forget, fundamentally, Costco is killing it. I mean, the government has destroyed every small business in favor of Walmart's, Costco's, and Amazon's. So the government is subsidizing Costco by destroying small businesses. So I'm not surprised that Costco did well after a 7% correction. That was pretty good. So there you go. Tony, can you look at ED? I got a few more minutes. I am going to do my best to keep these videos short. I'm also trying to speak as fast as I can. Here is ED. Well, what a surprise. Oh, my God. Jesus. I hope you had the MRI, buddy, because that is a weekly MRI buy with a daily MRI buy. That is a daily MRI buy inside a weekly MRI buy. And this is literally what this indicator was built for. Absolutely beautiful. What has it done since then on a daily scale? Since that, it had a high. I mean, not much, only 2%, but still a very profitable trade. Look at the weekly chart. There's your MRI, beautiful reversal candle on the MRI buying opportunity. And it's a slow process, but hey, it looks bullish to me. Consolidated Edison, I guess that's a utility company. Utilities are, they're not very volatile. Look at that beautiful MRI top right there and a beautiful MRI top right here. They're not always going to work. They're not always going to be there. But this is why the notification service for MRI trading is eventually coming. Tone, what's the best way to learn more about the GBTC premium? Are you going to release its own indicator for those advanced traders? I'm thinking to hire someone to write up the script for it. You know what? My trader is coming back. My developer, my Pine developer is probably coming back early next year. I will work with him. We will try to come up with a cleaner like script that I can maybe update every 3 months. Because it's, I'll work with him. I do want to release it. I do want to help you guys. I mean, we understand how the GBTC premium works, but again, it's time and it's money. And it's not something I would charge for either. So it's time and it's money. And I'm sure we'll release it for free. I don't know when the fuck I'm going to find the time. Because I have so many other projects in the works and I'm starting to travel, because if I don't start traveling like I did before, I'm actually going to go insane. Like I can't stay in one place right now. I can't, like not in my current life style. So what else we got? I mean, Tyler Jenks and I did a stream a while ago. Tyler Jenks on the record, GBTC. On the record, yeah, here it is. Oh, wait, that's the audio. I don't even do the audio podcast anymore. I need the video. Anyway, I gotta find it. It's there somewhere. Maybe it's in the playlist or something. It was like one of my first on the record. Maybe not my first, but let me see. Yeah, GBTC explained and hyperwave. Here it is. Here it is. I need to put this in the video description. Man, this is old. This is now 3 years old. Here it is. I mean, I just Googled for it, but it's not the only time we talked about GBTC, but there may be others. I'll have to look for them. But this is where GBTC was explained. This is where GBTC was explained. With Tyler Jenks. It's the early days. Grayscale. And I was very negative about it. Like I didn't like GBTC. I've completely changed my mind on it. Tone, can you check plug power? Okay, never heard of it. Sure. Anyway, but here it is. I will put this in the video description. In fact, I will do this now. I will put this video in this video description. I'm doing it right now. I'm going to go to edit, and I'm going to edit the video. I probably shouldn't do it there. Hold on, I should do it here. I'm going to edit video. I'm going to literally put it in the video description. GBTC with Tyler Jenks. It's not the, I think I had another video dedicated to GBTC. I will need to find it, but this is the one I was able to Google for right away. Okay, so it's in the video description. All right, I'll look at one more stock. This is Plug Power. No idea what they do. Wow, look at that. And look at that. That's an MRI warning You're also on a monthly MRI top right there coming up. It's not showing it down here because I don't think we do monthlies. But that's a weekly. Sorry, that's a weekly warning. So it's topping this week. Or about the daily. The daily is tomorrow. Okay, great. So check this out. This is an absolute. This is a top, guys. This is a top. This thing has been rallying all year long. It's been up. Looks like it's been up like crazy. So since COVID, this thing is up a ridiculous 1,000%. 1,000%. It's crushed Bitcoin. Crushed it. Okay. This thing is up 1,000% since, wow, what a great find. CTNB and BTC, great find. Look, I know no one is holding this thing because I've never heard of it. You have extension C today. You have, oh, where are my things down there? Hold on, let me display higher time frame detail count. Why aren't they displaying? Oh, because they're not there yet. Okay, I can do monthly and you'll see the month show up right there. Right, so we've been in a monthly top. I normally don't display that by default. So you had extension C. Today is the warning. Tomorrow, you're going to get the daily MRI top. But not is it only the daily MRI top. Next week, you're going to get the weekly MRI top. And guess what? You are currently dealing with a monthly MRI top right now. This, to me, is a top. Would I short it? Probably not, because we're not in a bear market. We're in a bull market. And I don't know what this company does. Shorting companies is very, very dangerous. But if I was long this company, I would be getting out and taking my profits. I would even consider a short because I would know what I'm wrong. But not this week, next week. I would wait till the year flips. But this is certainly a great find. Daily, inside a weekly, inside a monthly. I mean, this is perfect. Beautiful. Beautiful. Boeing. All right, come on, guys. I need to start my private subscription so we can look at this. No comment. Boeing weekly is just consolidating. It still hasn't made it to its high. There's nothing there. On a daily scale, it's just slowly pulling back. This is normally how things pull back before they go up. I think travel is coming back. I think this. I think they're going to mandate vaccines on everyone, and then they're going to let people travel again. I think it's slowly going to come back. Florida has cockroaches. Yeah, it does, but not as bad as New York. New York's worse. I don't know about LA, but I've spent enough time in New York to know New York is way worse. I've lived in Florida, and New York is way worse. The problem with the cockroaches in Florida is in Florida, they fly. At least in New York, they don't fly. But yes. OnlyFans. Yeah, maybe. Maybe. I have to start working out again first, though. I can use the money. We all wish we had more Bitcoin. All right. Hey, guys, if you want to support, please check out the on-demand videos. I still have not had time to look into making one of Tyler's videos for free, but I will, I promise you. My videos are still on sale. They'll stay on sale most of January, so no rush there. The MRI is, of course, available. It is still a one-time payment. The MRI itself is, I'm always worried to say the word lifetime, but it is my lifetime and TradingView's lifetime, or my ability not to get banned by TradingView. But right now, the MRI is a one-time purchase. It says right here that it's going to subscription, and it still says 0.5 Bitcoin, but the price is clearly a lot cheaper right now. It's $500, which is like 0.02 Bitcoin. And so for now, it's still there. You can always support with the affiliate page. Check that out. Check out my blog, check out Learn Trading, check out the store if you want to buy a t-shirt. We gotta put more merch up and stuff. It's very we can have such an awesome store. Anyway, that's it from me, guys. It's been a good show. I took a look at some stuff. Bitcoin, I wanted to maintain 27. I would love to see a little pop into end of day, but let's see what this week brings. I am concerned over the funding rate. If we can consolidate and drop the funding rate the way we did from December 20th to December 22nd, that would be great right here. See how we topped, we consolidated, we let the premium and contango work itself out very quickly, and then we were able to pop. If we can do this one more time, we can get one more pop early January into 30,000, and that could be a beautiful selling opportunity. Well, someone says, wish the MRI was on a discount in 2018, but it was on a discount in 2018, right? Because in 2018, if the price was 0.05 or even 0.1, but the price of Bitcoin in 2018 was only $6,000, it's possible that you, in dollar terms, you paid even less than $500. It depends on when in 2018. All right, guys. Thank you all so much for watching. I am going to go ahead and stop the screen share. Nice short show. Hey, we're going to have an epic live stream on January 3rd for Bitcoin's birthday. I have no idea when, or I'm sorry, I have no idea where I'm going to be on that day. But I am planning to do an epic stream. I hope I'm somewhere with a good internet connection. And I have to make sure I bring my gigantic charger for my laptop, because there's no way I can do a 3-hour stream with my portable charging solutions. So I would need the massive charger that weighs like 8 pounds. So wherever I'm traveling, I'll have to bring that with me for this one stream. Can you view the descending triangle on the 1-hour chart? Do you still offer the TI? No, MRI is what I offer, and it's better. Well, for me, it's better. I prefer the MRI. That's the only thing I'm offering right now. If you understand the MRI, it will provide what you are actually looking for. Descending. Oh, I already cut the thing. I didn't see a descending triangle on the 1-hour chart, which is why I want to look at it before I sign off. I don't see a descending triangle. So I see a channel-ish. I don't even see a channel. I don't see a descending triangle. Sorry. All right. Now that's it for me. Thank you guys so much for watching, and see you all on the next one.